We are once again at the World Heritage Site on the banks of the Loire Valley in France. And if you take a walk outside, you can really feel that it's official. Winter has changed to spring here today in Europe. We're at the Orléans Masters 2026. You join us inside the Palais of Sport. And a continuation of our semi-final lineup continues. But before, let's take a quick run through the results of session one earlier today. A first meeting between Rose and Setian Ingram of Indonesia, with a brand new pair from Japan of Nakade and Takahashi, and boy were they impressive. Straight games win and into the final tomorrow. In the men's doubles, last year's Baoji China Masters champions Hugh and Lin were put to the test by Karnando and Maulana, a test which they sailed through. It was a very impressive performance from the Chinese, coming through in straight games. The second women's doubles semi-final, Hirokami and Hobara, were really pushed by Lin Chichun and Yang Chu-yun. They came through in a tough decider, only their third tournament together this week. And it was the second men's doubles semi-final. Okumura and Yamashita made their debut together just last week at the Swiss Open. Denmark's Rasmus Kjær and Christian Faust-Kjær came close, but it was Japan all the way. Straight games and into tomorrow's men's doubles final. And the first singles contest was in the women's event. Nozomi Okuhara, the 2017 world champion, who fought for a place against the 17-year-old Tanvi Sharma, and it was one-way traffic really. A dominant performance by the former world champion Okuhara. She'll be thrilled to be into another final on the World Tour. Well, session two about to start, and it's women's singles again, which will be centre stage. 19-year-old Thai Pitchamon Opatniputh will be hoping to see off Isharani Baruah from India. That's the next match coming up on court. After that, home crowd favourites Tom Jikel and Delphine Delrue, the All-England finalists a few weeks ago, look to make another final here against Chinese Taipei's Liu Guangheng and Zhang Yuqie. And all French eyes stay focused on the mat. Alex Lanier looks for his first final since last July. Most in the arena will be willing him on, all except, of course, his opponent, Japan's Yudai Okimoto. Well, in the women's singles draw, only 3 seeds made it through to the quarterfinal stage yesterday. There was a chance this morning that we might see an all-Indian final, but that was not to be. And in fact, on paper, Pitchamon Opatniputh might be slight favourites to take out the second of the Indian representatives in the semi-finals and make it through to join Okuhara tomorrow. Well, there is Pink, as she's known. Her nickname, Pitchamon Opatniputh, looking pretty focused as she comes out into this one-court venue here inside the Palais de Sport. World Junior Champion at just the age of 16 years old in Spokane, USA, 3 years ago now, Pitchamon. And her opponent, Isharani Baruah, the 5th ranked women's singles player from India, with PV Sindhu topping that list. Lost in the first round at the German Open recently. One of her first tournaments really on the World Tour stage. She had been playing a lot of international challenge and international series tournaments, a few Super 100s actually, over the last year or so. But look at that previous meeting, 24-22 at last year's Taipei Open in the third. And that was actually in the qualifying round of that event. Opatniputh coming out on top, but only just. Unbelievable that she's still only 19 years old. Opatniputh from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. Career high in the rankings of 27. Made a quarter-final last week at the Swiss Open, made the final of the Indonesia Masters earlier this year, beating some pretty good names along the way. And she's had some fairly tough opposition, including taking out the top seed, Xu Pianqian from Chinese Taipei in round 1. Tough match yesterday. It was a thrilling end, actually, a really good watch. That decider against Riko Gunji. 70 minutes that took. She might feel some fatigue after that. Looking for a 3rd title on the World Tour. And a few years older than Pitchamon is her opponent, Isharani Baruah from Assam, a state in northeast India. Ranked 44, again a career high. She's been there at 3 weeks now. Tough match in the round of 16 against Zhang Wenyu from Canada. And a shame for Malvika Bansod, her teammate, who had to retire in yesterday's quarter-final, so she'll feel a lot more fresh than her opponent. Did make it to the final of the Odisha Masters last year, lost to her teammate Unati Huda. Well, that was Luisa Salamanca from Mexico in the big chair, our umpire for this match. Collecting a fresh shuttle from our service judge, Renner Unt. There is Luisa. Final preparations being made. I've been waiting for Pitchamon Opatniputh to explode onto the World Tour after that terrific World Junior Championship title she took at just 16 years old. If I remember rightly, she beat Tomoka Miyazaki, who's 1 year her senior, in the final.
India. Pitchamon Opatniputh to serve. Love all. Play.
Yeah, there has been a huge buzz in Thailand.
Love.
Some serious hype about this young singles player, Opatniputh. After taking that World Junior title, she really has been a poster girl for Thai badminton.
Service over. 1-0.
Following in the footsteps of Ratchanok Intanon, who, let's be honest, has fairly legendary status in Thailand and the world over.
Two, 1.
I remember that World Junior Championship final very well. Opatniputh at 16 years old looked very nervous at the beginning. I think she lost the opening game to a really strong scoreline, came back impressively well. She's got all the shots and a really fluid mover. Completely taking all time and space away from Barua in that rally. Look at that lovely hold. Last second, change of angle, great racket skills. Showing her opponent the straight net shot, and instead the flat, aggressive cross lift. A pump of the fist.
3, 2.
Longest of the 5 rallies we've seen, and a good one to win for the tie.
Four, 2. Service over. 3, 4.
She's a very relaxed character on court. Just glides around. Just long.
4.
The crowd, I think, enjoying a very loud call from the line judge.
Service over. 5, 4.
It's been a decent crowd in here today inside the Palais des Sports, and over the next couple of hours, I can only imagine that this place might be packed to the rafters.
4.
Lots of French representation, with both Alex Lanier and Thomas Junior Popov featuring in their men's singles semi-finals. We'll have Alex Lanier as our last featured match
7,
with the live
4.
commentary. It's a lovely hold again at the net from Pitchamon. No challenge.
Service over.
Playing tight to the lines.
5, 7.
Opatniputh. We've also got Jikel and Delru, of course. Next match on court. The mixed doubles. That's a lovely slice drop shot.
Service over. 8, 5. Line. Thank you.
Are we looking at one of the superstars of the future? It's bad luck. Would have had the tie on the back foot.
9.
Goes wide.
5.
Terrific. In the zone right now, Opatniputh.
5.
Great footwork. Loaded that split step. Expecting that clear to her round the head corner.
Service over. 6-10.
Wide enough.
Service over.
Didn't require the challenge. 11-6 at the break.
Interval.
Pink, as she's called, with a 5-point advantage.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 6. Play. Service over. 7-11.
Just losing a touch of focus with that interval. Wonder what Barua might have been discussing with her coach, because she's been the underdog in the rallies for the most part.
12-7.
Any pressure she has employed has been soaked up fairly comfortably by Opatniputh.
Seven.
I do like that forehand technique from around the net, from the tie. And you can't do much better than that cross slice round the head.
14-7. Thank you.
That preparation of the racket might not quite be textbook, but it is at least the same every time from Opatniputh, which means her shots are therefore disguised because they all are prepared in the same way.
15-7.
A little bit ambitious.
Service over. 8-15. Nine, 15.
Pitchamon playing with great control of the back line. Oh, just too good. Barua forced deep into court.
Service over.
Was unable
16.
to recover.
9.
It's a good position to do anything about that straight smash. Longest rally so far. Might have been the right shot. A good time to take that on.
10, 16.
She has had success there in the game so far. Has to make them count, though.
Eleven, 16.
Can see Opatniputh taking a few bits of advice from her coach in the chair behind the court.
Service over. 17, 11.
Well, she's missed quite a few.
Service over. 12.
Despite the
17.
scoreline, still a 5-point lead. But she has handed Barua 5 or 6 attacking errors, and therefore points. Seems effortless in defence, Opatniputh.
Service
Picking
over.
up those smashes with
18,
ease.
12.
Oh, that was only just wide. A really
19,
nice leave.
12.
Barua trying to take on Pitchamon in the midcourt. To no avail on this occasion.
12.
And Opatniputh with a string of game points. Defense.
Game.
There it is. 21-12. Pitchamon Opatniputh takes the opener. In
First
cruise
game
control
won
at the
by
moment.
Pitchamon Opatniputh, 21-12. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
Start of game 2, and the semi-final could not have started better so far for Opatniputh.
Service over. 1 love.
Really does have terrific timing. That split step, her footwork around the court, anticipating
Service over. 1.
what her opponent's
Oh.
about to do. Yes, on the line, right in the corner. Oh, she's a bit late with this challenge.
If you want a challenge.
Yeah, good umpiring.
Service over. 2 1.
Louisa Salamanca, our umpire, just confirming challenges need to be made instantly.
Three, 1.
Nice shot. That flat lift, making Barua late, who survived really well. Off the net court as well. Tons of aggression in the rally from both players. That's a shame for Barua, who was really put to the test.
Service over. 2 3. Back on court. Isharani.
Going just wide
3 0.
with that sliced drop shot. That's a nice shot from Barua. That's what it's going to take to force
Service over.
a mistake.
4 3.
Pitchamon has made a few mistakes, but most of the time she's been in great position. And goes for something a little outrageous this time. She was forced late, deep in that forehand rear corner. Good defense. Good reaction from the Indian.
5 3.
Managed to control the shuttle. Just the right amount of pace. Terrific. Well, Isharani Baruah has unlocked something.
6. 3.
She's realized that she can get a weaker reply from her opponent with some pressure into Opatniputh's rear forehand corner. Good from the Indian.
7. 3.
You get the sense Pitchamon is having to play close to the lines to stay on top of the rallies. And on occasion, she's missing the court. Double knee slide in defense. Gets the job done.
Pitchamon Opatniputh challenge.
Well, I'm not sure if we'll get a replay of that point or not, but Barua there. That defensive shot picking up the drop was not something you see in the textbooks. Pitchamon asking for a challenge. I think this is as much as a momentum stopper. I don't think she's got any genuine belief this was in. Oh, maybe she did have, because it was closer than I thought. It was out, however.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 8. 3. Play.
That's 5 straight points. Isharani Baruah. Oh, she's done that already and paid the price. Wild by the Indian.
Service over. 4. 8. Thank you.
Wonderful. Sometimes shot quality is enough.
Service over. 9. 4. Service
Freebie
over. 5.
for
9.
Opatniputh.
Service over. 10. 5.
Barua quietly celebrating her opponent's mistake. It's a big lead in the second.
Service over. 6.
Well, both
10.
guilty of that kind of mistake. Good position. Opatniputh really stretching Barua. He's gone long again.
7-10.
Last few points really hard fought.
Line judge. Thank you.
Get the feeling that the physical toll of this match is just taking or creating a little burden on Barua. A couple of those mistakes she's made in the last few points look like fatigue to me. Great defense. That is brilliant. Great reactions from Opatniputh. Barua threw the kitchen sink at her then.
9, 10.
Well, at one stage it looked like Barua would have a really healthy lead at the mid-game interval. 4 points in a row for this young lady. That's gone wide as well. Another cheap point.
10.
Opatniputh will be lapping these up. She's gone wide one more time. Quite incredible
11-10.
that Opatniputh leads at the mid-game break.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, return to the chair. Eleven, 10. Play.
Oh, that was narrow. No challenge from Barua.
12, 10.
she would have had a better look than where I'm sat, but that looks very tight. Indian, all guns blazing. And Opatniputh just seems to always be there, soaking up the pressure.
13,
I'd say energy levels,
10.
you'd have to favour Opatniputh. It looks as though Barua is really having to give this everything physically. And Opatniputh's style and footwork, her poise, looks to me like she could just carry on and do this all day long.
Service over, 11-13.
Wins the point, and yet asks for a moment to towel down. Just needs that little break. And again, another fatigued, filled-looking shot.
14-11.
During the introductions, I was talking about how Barua ought to be the one who's a lot more fresh.
Service over, 12-14.
On court for only 28 minutes yesterday. Opatniputh was on court for 70.
Thirteen, 14. Isharani. Thank you.
Well, that serve was long. I think the Thai had both feet behind the back line when she hit that return. On the line, what a great length. There is a challenge here from Isharani.
Isharani Baruah challenges, call in.
There did look to be a little bit of doubt, hesitation from the line judge. And you can see why there was an element of doubt in the line judge.
Challenge
But the length
unsuccessful.
could not have been
One
better.
challenge remaining. Service
For
over, 15,
Pitchamon
13.
Pink
Play.
Opatniputh. Well, I think that's the first time Pitchamon has managed to
16, 13.
take Barua on in the midcourt successfully. With those attacking drives and kills. That's clever. Slight double action, that deception. The backhand net shot.
Service over. 14, 16. Play on.
Some fairly long rallies now in this match. There weren't all that many at the start. Finds a winner.
15, 16.
The athleticism from Barua with that jump smash. Well, our graphics operators paying close attention to the match and the commentary. They've just whispered in my ear that there are, in fact, 2.5 more shots on average per rally
Service over.
in this second
17,
game compared to the first.
15.
That's the kind of useful insights we commentators would love to have more of.
Thank you.
Great shot again from the same position. She's not wide enough.
Service over.
She's not being pushed wide enough there
16,
for me.
17.
Because from what I'd class as the middle of the court at the back, she's proved very dangerous. Did that go over? I think it did. And again, that's why Opatniputh has not been attacking in the mid-court. It did, it just crawled over the net. What a great block, 17 all. The scoreboard is going to create its own tension in these two players. Nice. The tie just soaking up this pressure, but not well enough. Isharani Baruah retakes the lead in the
18,
game.
17. Stay on court.
Had a very solid start. She was 8-3 up. She was 10-5 up. And allowed Opatniputh a run of 8 straight points through the mid-game interval. Brilliant. We saw quite a few of those in the opening game. Have not seen so many clean smash winners from the
Service
tie
over.
in this second.
18, oh. Isharani? Isharani? Thank you.
Is it heavy?
So often see the umpires ushering the players back onto court or telling them to wait on court. Luisa
18,
Salamanca then
oh.
was repeatedly advising Isharani Baruah a chance to get off court for a break. 18 all.
Hello. Meet you. So, is it you, Kwan Hun? Yes. It's okay?
Well, Opatniputh had the chance twice in that rally to really
19,
inject some pace
18.
in the attack from the midcourt, and she chose not to, and I think that was wise. I think she's learnt through the experience of this game that that isn't the way to take on Barua. Yeah, there again. Just lays off instead. Good attack, even better defense. The lift goes long, 19 all.
Service over, 19 all. Line judge.
Well, there's some definite perspiration down there. A bit of heavy breathing. This match starting to take a toll.
all.
Variation on serve. Pitchamon coping with that really well. Great play from Barua. I think she's gone wide.
Service over.
It's a good rally.
20. Match
Opatniputh survived
19.
an onslaught. An expectant crowd as Pitchamon Opatniputh, shuttle in hand, and 1 match point. Cagey, the rally. Players playing it safe. Pick up. Oh, it might have caught the line. Well, of course, there's a challenge. Barua leaves it. I think the line judge says it's wide. Although there was a little bit of uncertainty about the whole situation from both players and that line judge. This might put Opatniputh in the final. Longest rally of the match as well, but it is wide, and quite a way wide after all that.
Challenge unsuccessful, no challenges remaining. Service over, 20 all. Play.
Well, after that moment of excitement, our instant review system Hawkeye tells us all to calm down. Extra points required. First player to 2 points clear. Great save. Quality of this match is getting better in these tense, potentially final stages, which suddenly look less and less likely to be final stages as Barua takes the lead and has a chance to force a deciding game.
Thank you.
Well, how is the resolve, the grit, the resilience of these two players? It's about to be tested. It's a good rally. Barua walking out of that deep lunge. She's gone wide, has she? Yes, I think she has, but there's another challenge.
Isharani Baruah.
She looks exhausted, Barua. Sometimes it might not be the length of the match in minutes, it might not be the length of the rally in shots. Sometimes it's the quality of the rally. Yeah, it's gone wide. And Barua has been really stretched into the four corners from the start of this match to now.
21-0.
And it's really taking its toll. She did have a deciding game in the round of 16 against Wenyu Zhang of Canada, but the match was, I say, only 53 minutes. Some matches that have that deciding rubber game can be well over an hour in singles. Yesterday's match against her teammate, 21-9, 15-7 with the retirement. Oh, yeah, she's looking fatigued. That match was 28 minutes, so for me,
22,
I'm surprised
21.
that she seems this fatigued.
Play.
Well,
Isharani, play now.
a second match point for Opatniputh, the 19-year-old. Oh, what a great recovery. She's really desperately trying to pick up these shots, doing a fair job so far. Incredible. Pitchamon Opatniputh is into a Super 300 women's singles final here at the Orleans Masters. A straight games win over India's Isharani Baruah. That match got better and better. Delight for this crowd as well, who in most cases will be relatively neutral, but they've appreciated what they've just witnessed, particularly the last 15 or 20 minutes or so. And a big round of applause for the winner there, who came back on court to salute and bow to the crowd. Good performance from the 19-year-old Pitchamon Opatniputh. I tell you what, tomorrow's final is going to be fascinating. Nozomi Okuhara in weight had a great match herself earlier today. But as for this match, 21-12, 23-21, 52 minutes or thereabouts of exciting women's singles action. Well, the roof's about to blow off. The French are on court. Tom Jiquel, Delphine Delroux, the top seeds in the mixed doubles, taking on Liu Guangheng and Zhang Yu Chia from Chinese Taipei. That's coming up next. Bonjour and a warm welcome back to semi-finals action here at the Orléans Masters 2026. The French are in force. They're coming out for this next match. Tom Chiquel, Delphine Delroux. The music's pumping. The atmosphere is starting to bounce inside the Palais des Sports, the top seeds. The huge weight of expectations on the shoulders of Chiquel and Delroux. Well, they've had a tough week. For me, one of the